Good morning, all.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, madam.
Today our chairperson is Anita ji. Anita ji, Anita ji, have you joined us? Uh, Resource person for the morning, Quendrasia ji, have joined us. I welcome her in this meeting. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
So, dear participants, give a warm welcome to ma'am. Ma'am, our chairperson for today's session is from Guwahati,
No,
Central
ma'am, actually,
University.
I'm from Nehu, Northeastern University, Shillong.
Ji, ma'am. And that's why I choose her today chairperson so that we can interact better with you because Northeastern language is something different from us. So,
Yes.
Anita ji, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, so we are going to start the session with your permission, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Anita ji, please
Yes,
continue.
please. Just a moment. So, a very good morning to all. It is my privilege today to be introducing Dr. Karbali. Dr. Quendrasia Karbali is an associate professor at the UGC MMTTC Northeastern Hill University, which is in Shillong. She holds a PhD in zoology from Northeastern Hill University and has an extensive experience in teaching and coordinating academic and similar training programs since 1997. Dr. Karbali's expertise spans research and development, information and communication technology, gender studies, and nanobiotechnology. She has coordinated over 85 faculty development programs and trained more than 4,000 college and university teachers, research scholars, and librarians and academic administrators as well. She is also actively involved in e-learning activities, including Swayam and other MOOCs, and digital pedagogical strategies in higher education. Her academic contributions include delivering around 476 lectures across various platforms, guiding postgraduate and research students, and contributing to seminars and conferences on topics like genetics, ICT, NEP 2020, and tribal studies. She has also played a key role in curriculum development and mentoring programs within multiple departments at NEHU. So, ma'am, on behalf of the organizers and participants of this faculty induction program, I warmly invite you to address this gathering.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and ma'am Anihita, for the kind introduction and for the invitation. So I'm very happy to interact with our new entrant teachers for this faculty induction program. And today, Professor Shafali Nagpal, the director, has entrusted me with the topic on the academic performance indicator, which will help our young teachers in knowing more of what are the responsibilities that they need to take for themselves, apart from the primary duty of teaching, but for themselves also they need to get a clear understanding of what are the activities that they need to perform as they advance with the career, so that they can get their promotions in due time. I hope my voice is audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you. So let me share my screen. So in the chat box, please can you just inform me, if you can inform me how many teachers are from college. If you're from college, just put a C in the chat box, and if you are from a university, you can put a U. Okay, those who are from the university, you can put a U. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I can see that a majority of the teachers attending this program are from college, and very few, just one is from university. So I will speak first on the, on the appraisals that is a requirement for the colleges, and then I will bring in the university also later. Okay, since we have two sessions from 10 to 11:30, so we can go slow and have a more clear understanding. So let me just share my screen. Is the screen shared with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, your session is from 10 to 1 p.m.
Yes, 10 to 1, right?
हाँ जी मैम जी
Thank you very much.
जी मैम
So let us start with the session now. And I'm very happy that most of the teachers have switched on their webcam, which is quite rare in the online mode. And many of the MMTTCs are having difficulty with this. But here I can see that majority of the teachers are switching on the webcam. So it only reflects on the sincerity of our teachers to really take forward our learning environment. When we speak about the career advancement scheme that is relevant to us, higher education institution, we are still following the 2018 regulation. So, of course, the NEP 2020 regulation has not come out as yet, and we're still waiting for it, though the draft did come out last year, and probably the policymakers are still working on it. But there is not going to be much of a difference when you compare between the two regulations. The only difference that would come is the recruitment, where, uh, you know, um, uh, the teachers who enter into the career with 4 years of NEP 2020 will get a chance to enter immediately after the undergraduate program. That is what I saw in the draft. But anyway, what relates to us is still the 2018 regulation. So we're still following this 2018 regulation, and we will try to get a comprehensive understanding of how we teachers can prepare ourselves towards our own advancement. And these advancements will come only through the learning environment that you create for your students, and of course the development that you bring in for your personality development also. So first and foremost, we must understand that a PhD has become a requirement for many of our teachers, whether it is in the those teaching in the undergraduate program or the postgraduate program. Of course, here it says that PhD degrees shall be a mandatory qualification for appointment and promotion to the post of associate professor. Okay, but now if we really think about the NEP 2020, with the introduction of research in the four-year undergraduate programs. Now, the most important criteria for conducting the research in the undergraduate program, the most important requirements is that the teachers must have a PhD and at least in each department, 2 permanent teachers with PhD as supervisors is the minimum requirement. So this only points out that, we needn't wait up to the post of associate professor to get the PhD degree. But if teachers are still not yet with a PhD, try to register for your PhD program and try to complete it as fast as possible. And since you all are new entry teachers, and I know that many of the teachers would be within 6 years of teaching experience. Of course, there are rare cases where beyond the 6 years also, we do have teachers who come for the faculty induction program because of a number of reasons or factors that could affect their attending these programs at the right time. And we know that the faculty induction program is targeted for teachers within 1 year, and many of the teachers are still confused that whether they need the confirmation or not. But as per the guidelines, we know that teachers should try to complete their faculty induction program within 1 year so that they can equip with themselves with, the importance of the pedagogical approaches, understanding the curriculum, as well as, classroom management, and so many other things like personality development, which we need very much in today's world to handle the very complex, student population, especially with diversity that has set in. And, also we need to, right from the start, to equip ourselves with the leadership that we need to, carry forth along with our career, because administration also is very important for each and every teacher to take up the role and there's the contributions that we can add to our institution. And of course, it says that PhD is mandatory for the post of professor. So as I run along through this, this PowerPoint presentation and the discussions throughout this topic, I want you to do some homework for those teachers, especially who do not have the PhD as yet. Try to do a homework and how you can fit in along with your teaching on trying to complete this very important requirement. So IQAC is a very important, documentation center for us teachers. So as teachers, you need to be, in touch with your IQAC, your internal quality assurance cell, so that you have an idea of what is the format that you need to comply with as per your university. And for those colleges who are affiliated to a university, you need to know what are the requirements. Of course, all universities, they fit in the weightages that are being given in this particular document, but there could be some, minor changes here and there. So as a teacher, you need to be aware of what are the requirements that is required as per your ordinance, as per the academic council and executive council, requirements for your upward movement. Now, again, student feedback plays a very important role in shaping us teachers. And I don't know up to this date whether you teachers are still, resistant towards taking feedback from your student. But I'm telling you, this has a very positive effect, because here in our centers, and I'm sure that in other centers also, We always take feedbacks from our teacher participants towards the end of the program. And these feedback, I can tell you that we always, analyze them. And after analyzing, we find that if there is any suggestions from the side of the teachers, we always take it positively so that we can bring in an improvement, towards our training program. So as teachers also, probably a mechanism has not been developed by your institution. Okay, probably a mechanism has not been developed by your institution, but you at the individual level, you can always come up with a very good student feedback system and try to take it in the form of a rubrics. Okay, and we know now, again, many teachers probably are still confused as to how AI can be helpful to our teachers, but I can tell you that AI is a very, very potent supportive system to us teachers. First and foremost, it will really unburden much of the work. And I will show you towards the end also how AI can help you in managing your activities within your academic calendar. So you can take the help of the AI to create a rubrics for you on how you can get the student feedback, and then ultimately you need to analyze it, and after analyzing you can always bring in again improvements towards these student feedback that you have created. And also you can reflect on how much students look up to you as a teacher to connect with them and ultimately to try to fit into their requirements, because we are in the 21st century, and NEP 2020 also emphasizes and stresses on the learning centric approach in our pedagogy. So as teachers, we should try to adopt the students, the learner centric approach. But as a teacher, again, we tend to forget and we still stick to the teacher-centric approach. But if you keep on habituating yourself and practicing, then that will automatically, come into your teaching with years of your profession. So now if you look at this particular document, it has two important sections. Okay. One section is the performance and the other section is the process. So I will first talk about the process because it's not much, but the performance is vast. So I want to go into detail into it. So let us first start with the process. So what is the process for us teachers, to go about when we go for our guest? So you must try to file in as much information that you have for the academic calendar. It is important to submit your annual self-appraisal report. Okay, it is important to submit your annual self-appraisal report to the IQAC. Okay, and this needs to go through the head of the department or any teacher in charge. Because if you submit it annually, then at least if there are any deficiencies, okay, within your appraisal report, then again you can correct it at least within way beyond within the assessment period, because we are being measured within each assessment period. We have to remember that. Okay, the measurement within each assessment period. So at least if you submit it annually, then you can identify, and the IQAC also can help you identify on the deficiencies or the insufficiencies that are there, and you can try to correct it within the assessment period. And for the teachers, the table 1 and 2 of appendix 2 is important for us, because if you look at the document, there are other tables that targets the librarians as well as the physical educators. So you must not get confused with the table. So table 1 and 2 of appendix 2 is very important for the faculty, right? So documentary evidence for the claims made to be verified by the head of the department or teacher in charge. So documentation is also again critical for all of us teachers. So let us learn from each other in this platform as to how you keep a document of each and every activity that is being performed. So within the assessment period, for example, suppose if you're moving from academic level 10 to 11, if you do not have a PhD, then you have 6 years in hand. So you will be submitting for at least 5 years of the 6 years. And within 3 months of your due date of promotion, you need to submit an application, okay, to the IQAC and inform them that your due date is within 3 months. So you want to apply for your CAS. And again, the CAS promotion shall be granted as mentioned in clause point 6.4. So we will talk about this clause point 6.4 also. So now we come to performance. Okay, so the process, as I told you, it's very small. Now we come to the performance. So when it comes to performance, there are three criteria that needs to be met by us teachers. Am I still audible to all of you? Am
Ma'am,
I
there is
still
some
audible to all of
disturbance in
you?
Your
your
video
network.
is lagging, ma'am.
Ma'am, there is disturbance.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but the video is lagging slightly.
मैम आवाज कट के आ रही
Teachers,
थी
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you, but there are some disturbances.
One
Sound
second.
is not clear.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Now we can hear you.
Oh, because I could see that. Okay, so keep interrupting me, okay?
Ma'am,
Keep
again,
interrupting me so that I'll be, slight
ma'am, the voice is
disturbances.
breaking again.
Okay. So when we speak about the criterias, there are three criterias for our promotion. Okay, there are three criterias. Again, it is going now. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you now. Voice is
Maybe
clear.
there is some internet issues. Okay.
मैम you can off
So
your video
under the performance, there are three. Okay, let me off the video and then inform me, okay, whether you can hear me or not.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Is it much clearer?
Yes, ma'am.
मैम
Yes, ma'am. Much better.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So when we speak about the criterias, there are three important criterias for us teachers to perform. These are first and foremost, it involves the primary duties of teaching and learning, and again the importance of examination and evaluation activities. Then in number two, the second criteria is the personal development of the teachers. And the third criteria is our contribution towards administration as well as a contribution towards the student, curricular and co-curricular activity. So now, first and foremost, when we speak about the teaching and learning, these are the important indicators as teachers that you must have as evidenced. Okay, so now let us start with the first one, that is regularity and punctuality. So as teachers, how do you provide evidence for your regularity and punctuality? Please, can you respond? How do you provide evidence for regularity and punctuality? What is the mechanism in your
मैम
institution?
there
Ma'am,
is
Ma'am, we have a biometric system.
ma'am,
also
Okay.
we
yes, biometric and
so
attendance register is also maintained.
Okay, so you have biometric.
Yes, ma'am. We do have biometric.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and some of you are still maintaining the register.
Yes, ma'am. At our college, we don't have biometric. We have registers.
Okay. So many of the colleges here in our Northeast also, except for Assam, I believe, we still are yet to introduce the biometrics. So this time also I had given a suggestion to one of the principal in one of the colleges. I said, why don't you start introducing, biometrics with no ultimatum, because this really intimidates us teachers. So if you do not place any ultimatum, ultimately you give a biometric, introduce the biometrics uh, so that you can have the record that is being stored digitally, and this becomes so much easier for us teachers also to document the amount of classes that we are taking, as well as to help the assessment for the institution. So biometric is a very powerful tool for us teachers, to keep a document of our regularity and punctuality. Then apart from biometrics, can you think of any other mechanism that you can keep as a record of, regularity, punctuality, remedial teaching, clarifying doubts, counseling, mentoring? Okay? Can you think of any other mechanism? Probably some of you
Student
are using the mechanism.
student feedback.
Student feedback will not really come here, okay, because it needs, when we talk about another mechanism like biometrics, that means authentication that, that really these activities are functioning in our classroom, are happening in our classroom. Can you think of? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. As you said, hello.
Stuff,
Yes, please go ahead.
all of this.
As you talked about counseling and mentoring,
Ah,
so we do it. I mean, it we were doing it earlier also, but now in an official way, we have applied a system of mentoring,
ah,
and we have allocated I mean, per teacher there will be certain students. So in
okay.
this way, this mentoring student scheme has been started in our college. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
So how do you
So we
provide
used to
evidence?
do it earlier also, but now we have thought that as we are doing it in any way, we
Ah,
should actually formalize it, and we should actually, I mean, create. We have certain forms.
okay.
Yeah, and we have, I mean, written down certain. I mean, there is a
Recurring
structure
records.
to it,
Okay.
and yes, for record keeping.
Okay. So that
And
means
this
there is
was,
आपके पास
yes,
record है on these activities such as mentoring, counseling, clarifying doubts, remedial.
yes,
Okay.
but it's still to be implemented.
Okay.
We have, yes, we are in the process of, we have thought about it that we'll be doing like this.
Hmm.
And the
Ma'am,
other
So,
system
ma'am,
that our
Yes, please go ahead.
and
Please
the
go
other
ahead.
system that our principal suggested to us was that the what do you call, the seniors, right?
Hmm.
So, for example, there are TY students. It's a
Hmm.
BCom college that I'm talking about. I'm teaching commerce students. So
Okay.
TY would be mentoring
Huh?
SY, and
Huh?
SY would be mentoring FY. That was his suggestion to us, that you can
Okay.
also think in this way, that you should act as facilitators,
Hmm.
and we will be coming out with certain ideas or proper mechanism as to how we can push, I mean, bring in senior students in the picture,
Hmm.
and we will be guiding them throughout, the teachers,
Okay.
and we will also be making certain forms for record keeping, logbooks, something of that sort. So these are two, uh, I mean, ideas, plans which are going on in our mind right now. I mean, since a few months.
Okay. Okay.
ma'am, can
Thank
I?
you so
Yes,
much. Thank you
Ma'am,
so much, Ma'am Shamnani, for giving
yes, ma'am.
the inputs from your institution. I
Ma'am,
think
can
it
I
was,
just
yeah.
finish on that? Uh, yeah. So, ma'am,
Yeah.
in our college, similar to what Ujala ma'am said, we are
Uh,
assigned 15 to 20 students per faculty member. And
okay.
we usually meet our mentees once a month in our
Okay.
respective classrooms. And it is officially announced by the principal, like when we are meeting them. So we have a mentoring hour per month. And then we have records. So in that record, we get the signature of both the mentor and the mentee on that respective date and what topic or what issue was discussed on that particular day. So we write down that, and by the end of the academic year, we submit it to the principal. And we also have a coordinator for the mentor-mentee system.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your, inputs. It's very helpful. Okay, then I can see Dr. Simran Kaur also wants to say
Yes,
something.
yes. Good morning, ma'am. So
Good
I
morning.
am from Dr. B.R. I'm from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, Delhi. So what we have been doing here, as it is required for NAC also, that we need to have mentor-mentee sessions regularly. So what we have
Okay,
done in our university, ma'am, that we have a form called Who Am I, which have
okay,
general questions about students' orientation. And we usually get those forms filled whenever they take admission in the university. It is the part of the initial documents what they fill.
okay,
So, and the onset of that course only, mentors are allotted to mentees. So that ratio is 1:30, if I'm not wrong, for assistant professors. So we
okay.
have that kind of system there. Now, once those mentees have been allotted, now
Mm,
our timetable also have a mentor-mentee session like any other classes, like remedial classes. So
okay,
students meet their mentors regularly. We also have logbooks wherein we would be entering what discussions we have made with them. Along with that, there is also a course of MA in psychology in our university. So students have also started that initiative wherein they have made one society. And again, the same model they have also used, that they have few mentees associated with them, and they keep on guiding them for whatever, maybe it is maybe they want guidance, something related to their career, maybe a personal problem, and they keep on submitting that report to the faculty coordinator of that society.
okay, okay. So thank you so much for all your inputs, Dr. Linda, Dr. Kaur, and Ma'am Ujala. Thank you so much for giving the inputs. These are very important inputs. But from your discussions, I can get a feel that many of you are not using the learning management system. How many of you all are using Google Classroom? Are you using Google Classroom?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am, you're using.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. In Corona
Okay.
time only we used,
Ma'am.
but
Yes,
after that,
ma'am.
no.
In Corona time, we have used, but not now.
So this is where I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you, please try to use a learning management system. Here in our center, we are using the Moodle. Have you heard of Moodle? Have you heard of Moodle?
No, ma'am.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
I'll
No,
show you.
ma'am.
No,
I'll
ma'am.
show
Yes, madam, I have heard of it. Yes, yes. Yes.
Okay,
We
I'll
have
show
heard
you
it,
it
but we have
here.
never used it.
Okay, okay. So this is
I have
again
used
just
it
like
only.
a Okay, that's great. That's excellent. So just like biometrics, this is again a very powerful tool, the learning management system that is going to, keep all the information, provided to you. How much students are logging in, what are the different types of activities that you are providing to your students. So when you talk about regularity and punctuality, it is not necessarily only the physical classroom, that is the offline meeting with the students. So here you will also have what you are what you are interacting with your students through the blended mode of teaching and learning. So here you will see that the amount of hours that you are spending in terms of credits will be much higher. Okay, I can see the chat box that some of you are requesting me to speak bilingual in Hindi. I will try my best, but I really apologize before I speak in Hindi because my Hindi is not very good. इतना खास नहीं है, तो मैं थोड़ा ट्राई करेगा. ओके, मैं ट्राई करेगा हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करना को. सो मैं कहता कि एविडेंस होने चाहिए आपके पास. क्योंकि मेरा टाइम स्पेंट इन अ करियर उनके measurement there we are being measured तो हम लोग measured through different activities that we are performing in the classes so आपके पास कैसा evidence रखेगा जो ये सब activities आप करता है तो इन जमाने पे हम लोग we are blessed बहुत फॉर्चुनेट है कि इतना सारे डिजिटल टूल्स हमारे पास पे है और ये डिजिटल टूल्स हमको बहुत हेल्प करेगा सो मैं आप टीचर्स को एनकरेज करने चाहता कि ये डिजिटल टूल्स आपको यूज कर लेगा हाँ so in your institution also where no biometrics have been developed so far try to encourage amongst the teachers that yes, this is really going to be helpful to us. And the other digital tool would be the, the learning management system. There are different types of learning management system. So it depends on which one you are confident with. तो वो learning management system जो आपको confident है, वो learning management system आपको use कर, you use it. And this will be very helpful to all of you. And suppose if you need more teaching on these learning management system ये features कैसा use करना है तो अभी आपको जानता है जो स्वयं मूक्स है वहां पे सारे courses है और अभी भी एक कोर्स चल रहा है Moodle के ऊपर तो आप Moodle को enroll कर लीजिए because for me also it has been very helpful during the pandemic. I came to know about Moodle in 2015 when I went for a workshop. तो हमारा सेंटर में हम लोग इंट्रोड्यूस किया और टीचर्स को उस टाइम पे सोच रहा है कि ये सब क्या काम होगा मुझको तो इतना मोटिवेशन नहीं था टीचर्स को बट देन नाउ विद द पैंडेमिक आप अभी भी सुन रहा है सब टीचर्स लोग कह रहे हैं हाँ पैंडेमिक के टाइम मैंने यूज किया गूगल क्लासरूम बट व्हाई डिड यू कंटिन्यू क्योंकि blended mode of teaching and learning is very very learner centric ये बहुत learner centric है तो मैं आपको encourage करने चाहता है if you want to develop the skill in Moodle there is one very important course in Swime MOOCs that is being run by Nitar और ये जनवरी सेमेस्टर अभी स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ तो आप एनरोल कीजिए और आपको हेल्प करेगा और मैं 2020 पैंडेमिक के टाइम ये कोर्स भी लर्न कर रहा है और आई वाज आल्सो using it along with my faculty induction program at that time and now we have become experts in Moodle and it has really really unburdened us but core of the purpose is learner centric. We want to help our teacher participants and how do we help them? So I will show you in the second session. Okay. So now when you talk about remedial teaching, okay, when you talk about remedial teaching, कौन है target remedial teaching के वास्ते? What do you think? Who are the targets for the remedial teaching?
Ma'am, the
Yes.
weak students.
Okay, slow learners, right? Slow learners, right? So आप ये slow learners को how do you identify? आप कैसा identify करता है ये slow learners को? How do you
Ma'am, by evaluating them in the form of tests and exams.
Okay, so do you conduct continuous formative assessment, comprehensive formative assessment for each and every topic? Not possible. Agree with me? Yes or no? Not possible, right, ma'am?
Ma'am, it is not possible.
Not possible. How will you manage? But I'm telling you, if you use the learning management system, you can always have the comprehensive formative assessment. And this comprehensive formative assessment is the only solution to remedial teaching because you can identify the slow learners. Okay, you can identify the slow learners. Okay, so I again encourage you to use the learning management system. Now, what about clarifying doubts? Who are the targets? For clarifying doubts, कौन targets होगा? Sabhi, all students agree or not? Yes or no?
Yes, all.
Whether it is students who are fast learners, intelligent students, yani ki slow learners, sab bhi clarifying of doubts they will need. But if you want equity, if you want to bring in the equity, ab jab equity ko लाने चाहिए, तब again learning management system आपको बहुत helpful होगा. तो here we would in the learning management system एक फीचर है जो कहता है डिस्कशन फोरम. ओके, डिस्कशन फोरम है, एक फीचर है मूडल पे. पता नहीं ये गूगल क्लासरूम पे है या कि नहीं. तो यहाँ पे आप एक डिस्कशन फोरम ओपन कर लीजिए और वहां पे सब स्टूडेंट्स इफ दे वांट टू क्लैरिफाई डाउट्स वहां पे क्लैरिफाई करेगा. और नॉट नेसेसरी टीचर रिस्पॉन्ड करेगा. जब इंटेलिजेंट फास्ट लर्नर स्टूडेंट उनको इफ दे नो द आंसर वो भी रिप्लाई करने सकेगा. सो इन दिस वे यू आर इंटीग्रेटिंग व्हाट, यू आर इंटीग्रेटिंग द peer learning. Peer learning. And from the side of the teacher, आप facilitator बन के you will monitor और check ये discussion ये forum पे, और वहाँ पे जही there is something wrong तो आप correct करने सकेगा. Is it clear? मेरा हिंदी ठीक है ना कि नहीं? I don't know whether my Hindi
Yes,
is
ma'am.
okay or not.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है मैम, ठीक है.
अच्छी है मैम, ठीक है.
Very sweet, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, so here one said that we're using Google Classrooms, Teams. See, again, many of our teachers are still confused between, synchronous, okay, between synchronous and asynchronous classroom. You are still confused between synchronous and asynchronous. Team, Zoom, Google Meet, ये सब synchronous classroom है. That means we are having a live, communication. लेकिन Google Classroom, Moodle, Canva, etc. ये सब asynchronous है. That means it is not live. And again, in Zoom, आप resources upload करने सकेगा नहीं. Okay, so वो लर्निंग मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम नहीं है. लेकिन गूगल क्लासरूम पे आप रिसोर्सेस अपलोड करने सकेगा. दैट इज वीडियो ऑडियो रिकॉर्डेड, रीडिंग मटेरियल्स, असाइनमेंट्स, टेस्ट, डिस्कशन फोरम, ये सब करने सकता. सो ये है डिफरेंस बिटवीन एसिंक्रोनस और सिंक्रोनस क्लासरूम. सो सिंक्रोनस क्लासरूम आपको है जूम, देन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम, then Google Meet. Okay, so all these are these are synchronous classroom, whereas Moodle, Google Classroom are asynchronous classroom. So now as a teacher, you know very well what is the difference between remedial teaching and clarifying of doubts. So now let us discuss about counseling and mentoring. So we have had inputs on mentoring, but let me tell you again, हम लोग स्टूडेंट्स को फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी नहीं दे रहा है, क्योंकि आप कह रहा है आपके इंस्टीट्यूशन पे 30 स्टूडेंट एक टीचर को अलॉटमेंट करता है. Let us change now. What is the difference between mentoring and counseling? And ma'am was saying that, yes, we do give them personal counseling also. But when you say that, when you give the counseling for their personal lives, first and foremost, put a question to myself. Put a question to myself. Am I an expert in the field or not? Do I have the expertise or not to counsel the students on their personal lives? This is number one, because ultimately we may fail. We may fail because I, as a teacher, I am not equipped with counseling my students on their personal life. So that's why they need a special counseling cell to counsel them on their personal life, where they have expertise from the field of psychology, expertise from the field of psychiatry, etc. Okay, so if one of you, ma'am, who said that, yes, we are counseling, if you are from these fields, if you have the expertise, or if you have some certification or diploma, then good, we can go ahead. Clear? But to me, when we talk about counseling, for me, it comes to academic. Do you all agree with me? Do you all agree with me? When we
Yes,
speak
ma'am.
about
Yes,
counseling,
yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
for me,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
will be academic. So here, how do we manage this mentoring and counseling? What is the difference? When we talk about mentoring, please remember that it is one-to-one. It is one-to-one, where you have the mentor and the mentee. This is the very meaning of mentoring. That's why you should go through the guidelines on mentoring so that you have an idea. But counseling, it can be in a group. So the process starts first with mentoring. The process starts first with mentoring, and then from mentoring, you can upscale to counseling. How? Now, आपके इंस्टीट्यूशन पे, आपके डिपार्टमेंट पे कितना टीचर है? शायद in a college 4 to 5 teachers. Is it correct? 4 to 5 teachers in a department? Yes or no? Or I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
More
Yes,
than
Yes, ma'am.
five.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. More than that also.
Okay,
More than
so
that, yes.
4 to 5 or more than that in your department, right? Now, when we talk about mentoring on academic, again, within your discipline, there are specializations. मेरा डिसिप्लिन zoology है और मेरा स्पेशलाइजेशन जेनेटिक्स है, और zoology पे एंडोक्रिनोलॉजी है, फिजियोलॉजी है, एंटोमोलॉजी है, इकोलॉजी है, etc etc. Now when you take about history, ancient history है, और क्या क्या है history पे? कोई है यहाँ history discipline? Anybody from the field of history? Sir, ready?
I mean,
Are you from the field?
no,
You are from which discipline, sir?
see, ma'am. Actually, but I have some idea. Ancient, medieval, modern, world history, like
Excellent, sir.
this,
Thank
ma'am.
you. So a person who
Thank you,
is
ma'am.
a person who is specialized in ancient, though has been taught on modern, but then cannot have that comprehensive expertise in modern. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Yes or no? For example, I am from genetics. Okay, I have ideas on endocrinology and parasitology, but again, my expertise in those fields will be limited in comparison to what I have in genetics. Agree with me or not?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Agree.
Right?
yes, yes.
Okay. So now you need to have a website, and in your website, your areas of interest needs to be informed. Your areas of interest needs to be informed, because ultimately when student come and study, some student will be interested in ecology, some student will be oriented towards genetics, some students will be oriented towards endocrinology, physiology, etc. Right? So that's why mentoring starts from here. In the website, you need to give informed instruction on your area of interest, whether you have research capabilities in these areas or not, okay, teaching capabilities in these areas or not. So now your students looking at the website, they will be the one to choose who they want to be mentored by. Do you get the idea? Do you all get the idea?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Huh?
ma'am.
So here comes the flexibility, and ultimately it is the students who will choose based on their interest. based on their interests, and ultimately they will be the one to choose the mentor. And again, this mentor-mentee process, you can use the learning management system by using the discussion forum. Much of the time will be saved and everything will be documented second by second. Second by second, it will be documented. Clear? So when you have this mentor-mentee, relationship with your students too, again, it is a very systematic and organized process. The student already knows you because as a teacher, आप सब information website पे डाल दिया, लेकिन आप स्टूडेंट को कुछ नहीं पता है, तो आप स्टूडेंट को first you need to know what exactly the student wants to be mentored on. क्या चाहते हैं? So here, this will happen for all the teachers, right? So suppose if a teacher gets more than 30 students out of, maybe 80, 90 students who have taken the core, and not necessarily only core. What if a student from political science may sericulture teach करते हैं, वो मेरा interest है, beekeeping मेरा interest है for my field of zoology. What if a student from political science या history या other streams wants to know more about sericulture and apiculture? Will you not be able to mentor them academically? Yes or no? Or मेरा zoology students जो who are interested in entrepreneurship, they have learned the theories on sericulture, on beekeeping, etc. Will they not have will they not want to take help from commerce or management? So now you get the idea of mentor-mentee.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you all get the idea of mentor-mentee? So now even if you have more than 50 students who wants to be mentored by you, if you use the learning management system, it will unburden much of your work, but always focus on the purpose. Always focus on the purpose. There will be a 360-degree learning for your students. There will be a 360-degree learning outcome. This is the purpose. So these suggestions that I'm giving you, are they helpful to you or not, teachers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely, ma'am, they are helpful.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so thank you. So now you have done the mentoring. Now all teachers in the department can sit and now counsel their students on what? On a roadmap, on the roadmap for employability. On the roadmap for employability. Whether now you will get the ideas from the students. You can again make a rubrics of what they want to become. Are they oriented towards research? Are they oriented towards teaching? Are they oriented towards, entrepreneurship? And from your field, you will know what are the openings for your student. So you can sit as a department with all the teacher, and then ultimately, if you have worked well with the mentoring, now counseling becomes easier. You know exactly what you will target for each and every student. So here comes what? Here comes the equity. You see? So आप अपने expertise you have customized as per the requirements and the need of an individual student. Is it clear? Clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we have spoken about regularity and punctuality. We have spoken about remedial teaching. We have spoken about clarifying doubts, counseling, and mentoring. Now comes to additional teaching. What do you understand by additional teaching? If you already have remedial, if you already have clarifying doubts, what do you understand by additional teaching then? Any idea?
It may be extra.
Can you tell me what is additional teaching?
Extra, which is not in syllabus.
Huh?
Extra knowledge, which is not in our syllabus.
Okay. But what would be the purpose? How would it help your student? So all these things also needs to come in. Clear? That is also a very important idea. But apart from that, now see, I am from the field of zoology, right? But now I am in this Malviya Mission Teacher Training Center. Now, if I take sessions in zoology, that is additional teaching for me, right? Then I have been a guest lecturer in nanotechnology also. That is additional teaching. Now, since my expertise is genetics, suppose if the Department of Law wants to invite me for, a small credit, let's say a credit of just 1 credit. Let's say 1 credit. Okay. Now, 1 credit, because now we all speak about credits. So suppose they want me to take 1 credit on, law combining with genetics. These different chromosomal anomalies that leads to a number of, murders, etc. So that is again additional teaching for me. So is it clear what is additional teaching for all of you? Or
Yes,
now
ma'am.
with NEP 2020, not necessarily only in your own institution. Suppose if there is institution A and institution B close by. In institution A, they have 4 teachers, and in institution B, they have 4 teachers. Now, in institution A, they have parasitology, endocrinology, genetics, and let's say ecology. Whereas in institution B, they do not have teachers with expertise on these, but they have on, biochemistry, let's say molecular biology, biotechnology, and let's say, fisheries. So they may invite me to go and help them on genetics for a few credits. So that is again what? Additional teaching. So not necessarily only in your own institution, but it can be again in another institution. So we have thoroughly discussed on our commitment towards a learning environment of our students. And we have tried to look, first clearly define and understand what these different commitments truly means in terms of learning outcome of our students. Then we spoke about challenges that teachers will be facing, and to these challenges again, at least we tried to find out some solution that could, bring down these challenges within our teaching environment. Okay. And as teachers, if we feel that we need capacity building, then we need to move forward and go for these capacity building. And this is one capacity building that you have come for, because you realize that you are equipped with only one expertise in your hand. That is the expertise of your discipline. But when it comes to managing the classroom, managing the administration, and even teaching in the right way that is learner centric with all the pedagogical approaches, we are lacking. That's why you came for this particular capacity building. Or is it otherwise you came because for your CAS? Huh? Is it for learning or for CAS? If there was no CAS, do you think that you would take up these courses, these training programs? If there was no CAS, please give me an honest answer.
Not really, ma'am.
True. I agree with you, ma'am. There has to be some motivation for learning. And one of the motivation is advancement in our career. Agree with me, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So even in your classroom, if you want your students to learn, then you need to motivate them in one way or the other. Okay, then now coming to examination and evaluation activities, we are all doing supervision, we are all setting papers, we are all evaluating, and we are even conducting internal assessment. We are all doing all these. And for this, again, what is the mechanism of evidence? Okay, so for these, it will come from your, examination cell. But for this, again, I'm telling you, the learning management system is your greatest support system. Do you return and discuss the answers in the class? Is there time within the amount of credits that you are teaching? Do you have ample time within the credits that you're teaching to return and discuss the answers in the class? Do you do it? Again, not very feasible, not possible if you do it manually, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
But I will show you again how the learning management system has helped me to correct the assignments of the teachers, and they get to see the comments, and again, it is shared with them, and we do have reflections in the form of seminars. So again, I'm telling you, please try to own or possess one learning management system. So you all know about the workload. You all know about the workload, that is 16 hours per week. Okay, so now let me talk a little bit about this. Now we were discussing about so many activities, but how will you fit your activities within your credits? Now, let's say you are teaching semester 1. Okay, you're teaching SEM 1. Now, in your SEM 1, how many paper is allotted to you? Okay, for your core, that is the major. For the major paper, let us take only one example. So let me call out one sir. Sir Raman Yadav, aap yahan pe hai? Are you here? Sir Raman Yadav, are you here? Okay. Sir is not responding. So let me talk to Dr. Shavish Vaid. Sir, Dr. Shavish Vaid. Okay. So let us take your example, sir. For semester 1, how many papers is allotted to you as a major paper?
Only 2 papers.
Okay, so you have paper 1, okay?
Yes,
and you
ma'am.
have paper 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So for paper 1, how many credits is allotted to you?
Ma'am, 2 credits.
Okay, and paper 2?
Ma'am, 2 credits.
2 credits. So apart from major, minor, are you teaching minor?
No, ma'am. I am dealing with only major.
Okay, then what about the other courses such as, AEC, VAC, SEC, etc.?
No, ma'am. I am not dealing with. I am dealing with only major courses.
Okay, you're dealing only with major.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you are teaching paper 1, you have 2 credits. So how many hours do you have in hand? आपको कितना hours है 2 credits
Ma'am,
के लिए?
in a week, I am dealing with 8 hours.
No, I'm talking about 2 credits. Total आपके पास कितना hours है?
Ma'am, per day on the basis 2 hours. 2 hours
No,
for
again, okay.
each
So
subject.
आपको confusion है यहाँ पे. Okay, आपको confusion है. Let me tell you. Do you know how is credit defined? 1 credit, you have how many? 15 hours.
1 hour.
15 hours in hand. So 2 credits into 15, आपको कितना hours है? You have 30 hours. This is where many of the teachers are confused. And ये confusion के वास्ते आप autonomy और freedom जो NEP 2020 आपको दे दिया, आपको यूटिलाइज नहीं करता है, कर पा रहा है क्योंकि आपको confused है. So do it like this. You know that 1 credit is defined as 15 hours. 2 credits, the duration is 30 hours. आपको क्या करने चाहिए ये 30 hours पे? First and foremost, क्या definition है credits के बारे में? Credit is nothing but a unit. Okay? Unit in the sense of 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is nothing but the unit. Unit in terms of what? Unit in terms of hours spent by the student in learning. By the student in learning. If you look at the definition of credits, nowhere there is mention of teaching. It is stressing on learning. It is stressing on learning. So, ये 30 hours पे कौन सा learning environment will you give to your student? So, you construct a scale of measurement. Construct a scale of measurement. आपको 30 hours है, ओके? आपको 30 hours है. ये 30 hours पे you will need, let's say, 25 hours for giving them the comprehensive knowledge on, for providing them the comprehensive knowledge on the major paper that is being taught. So you still have 5 hours. So in this 5 hours, how will you nanoscale into minutes, where you will keep for mentoring, where you will keep for counseling, assessment, discussion, etc. Is it clear now how to plan your lesson? Is it clear, teachers? Clear
Yes,
to all
ma'am.
of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
this,
yes.
this is the NEP 2020 lesson plan, different from the pre-NEP 2020. Pre-NEP 2020 is teacher-centric, but NEP lesson plan, this is the one. Just remember, आपको कितना credits allotted, और ये 2 credits आपको कितना duration है 30, और ये 30 duration पे आपको autonomy और freedom है. कैसा आपके, how will you address your curriculum? How will you address your lesson plan? So if you do not do it in this way, then again, you may mismanage this duration. You may mismanage this duration. So could I give you at least some suggestion how you can plan your lesson? Could I give you some suggestion? Is it going to help you? Is it helpful?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
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 sir.
ma'am.
Surely. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. So it depends. How many weeks are you teaching? Whether it is a 5 days week pattern or whether it is a 6 days pattern, fine. So that your administration have done for you. They have allotted the session. But again, I again stressed, you focus on the credits that is allotted to you, and you know how much duration you have to complete the credits allotted to you, and how will you design your 30 hours for a optimal learning outcome of your student. So now we are done with the first step or criteria of performance. Now we come to the second criteria, that is your own personality development. But remember, here it is clearly mentioned related, strictly related to research and activities. So 2018, they are still mentioning the word orientation program, because this guideline came in 2019 for us, for the formerly human resource development program, and erstwhile academic ASC, okay, staff college. Then again in 2023, we got the Malawea Mission Teacher Training Center, again a new guideline. Again, this guideline has been revised this year itself, September 2025. So now orientation programs are known as FIPs. Okay. Then you have refresher courses. Okay, refresher courses. And then again, you have the short-term program, which again, we used to call it as courses, but now we call it as the short-term program or the FDPs or the Faculty Development Program. So FIPs, as per the revised September 2025 MMTTP guideline, you have to complete 24 working hours. Again, this 24 working hours amounts to 144 contact hours. Okay, contact hours. Clear? And interestingly, under the MMTTP 2025, of course, we are yet to implement it, most of the centers. This will amount to 6 credits. Interesting or not? This will
Yes,
amount,
ma'am.
wait. Sorry, I think refresher course is 6 credits. NEP sensitization is 2 credit. Wait, NEP sensitization is 2 credit. STP, if I'm not mistaken, it is 3 credit or 4. And then RC is 6. And if I'm not mistaken, FIP, I will check. Okay, I'm very sorry. I will check. It is more than 6 credits. Okay, sorry, it is more than 6 credits. So these are the requirements for you to develop your professional, where you need to attend the faculty induction program. Refresher course, again, it is of 12 days duration. Okay, working days, 72 contact hours. And again, there is a credit attached to it. I'll just work on it, okay? Because I forgot it just came in September. Then STC, you have 6 working days. So that amounts to 36 contact hours. So you have to remember these. Okay? And these courses will have to be completed only from the MMTTCs. Okay? For your CAS. But what if you do courses from other organizations other than MMTTCs? Will it not be counted? It will be counted. But you will not get your CAS if you have not done these courses under the MMTTCs. So those which you are getting from other organizations, they will be additional towards you. Then now the new thing that has come is development of e-content and MOOCs. So whatever I have spoken earlier, if you can convert, because blended mode of teaching and learning, that is nothing but your e-content development. That is nothing but your e-content development. I will stress a little bit more on this later. And if you can upload it at the national level, which I will show you starting gradually, then points will be, accumulating for you from year to year. Okay, so we will talk in detail about this development of e-content and MOOCs. Then this all institutions are doing it now, because there's so much that our discipline can offer in terms of knowledge. So we are conducting seminars, conferences, workshop. We are presenting papers. We are chairing sessions. But in colleges, this has been depriving us over the years. But thanks to NEP 2020, now in colleges, we are able to guide our student. So as a teacher with PhD, have you planned? Do you know the number of students who are aspiring to take up research? How many of you have the data that these are the number or the percentage of students who are aspiring to take up research? How many of you all are aware what is the eligibility criteria for your students to take up research? Have you come up with an area of study? Is it under any of the sustainable development goals? Is it having any societal relevance? Is it having any, priorities at the national level for a mission. For example, from the field of zoology, is there any priorities towards national mission on aquaculture? The Nile revolution, etc. So how much have you worked towards guiding research? If not, then you can start preparing it from now. Okay, so if you can teach again your students on the research skill, because now we know that the research skill is again one of the graduate attributes. We know that there are 18 graduate attributes, and research skill is one of the graduate attributes. What are the learning needs that comes under the research skills? Do you teach students on how they can formulate a problem? To formulate a problem, what do they need? Data. How do they collect data? From the data, how do they come up with research questions? The 5 whys. W's, sorry. Why, what, when, who. Then the 2 hows. How much, whether. That is the basic learning need towards building the research. Then proposition of hypothesis. Then analysis of data. Then academic writing. Ethics. Have you prepared a good lesson plan that is learner-centric towards building the research skill from the first semester to the 5th semester, and in the 6th semester you have brought in that first you have taught them the professional knowledge, then you teach them the professional skill, then you teach them the core skill, and finally when they reach the 6th semester break between 6th and 7th, they are already responsible student where they have designed a good research project and also receive financial support. And now in the 7th and in the 8th semester, you don't have to teach anything. Your students go forward with working with the research project. Okay, and then by the end of the 8th semester, they are already publishing. And this also is mentoring your students who are inclined towards research. And ultimately, your professional is also going up because of these activities. The next, administrative support, the different types of administrative support I'll show you, and participation in students' co-curricular and extracurricular activities. How do you differentiate between co-curricular and extracurricular? Any idea? How do you differentiate between co-curricular and extracurricular? Any idea? Can you tell me?
Co-curricular activities, good morning, ma'am. Co-curricular activities are those which are associated with academics, and extracurricular activities which are, as for example, youth festivals of the students, they are participating in theater activities and all.
Oh,
all right, ma'am.
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am, and I agree with you. Co-curricular means that are related to your discipline. Okay, academics, as ma'am has mentioned. Extracurricular means it could be sports or so many events that can happen. And maybe an event from your discipline also can come out that can engage students from other departments and become an extracurricular activity. So I do agree with you, ma'am. So here, co-curricular, it could involve, educational tour, then, these field trips, etc., field study, then so many other things, but relevant to your subject. So thank you so much, ma'am. That was well defined.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I have another roughly 20 minutes before we break for tea, right? I think the tea break is at 11:30 or 11:20.
11:30.
Okay, so we'll have 15. Do you prefer a 10 or a 15 minutes tea break?
Ma'am, 15 minutes.
Okay. So we can have a tea break from 10:30 to 11:30 to 11:45. Okay. 11:30 to 11:45. So now, if you still remember, we spoke about table 1 of appendix 2. Okay, so here you will now calculate the number of classes taught, whether it is teaching the major, the minor, or other courses, as well as remedial, as well as mentoring, as well as, mentoring, as well as the co-curricular. You're taking them for the field trip, you're taking them for study tours, etc. All will come here. Everything will come here. Practicals, tutorials, then, counseling, everything will come here. So if you have the evidences from your biometrics, from your learning management system, it becomes so much easier to calculate. Now, coming back to what Sir had mentioned, that in a week, Sir was teaching how many? 8 hours. Okay, so is 8 hours enough? Is it, connecting to the 2018 policy document? Because the 2000 policy document says that a teacher must teach how many hours a day, how many hours a week for an assistant professor?
Ma'am, minimum 16 hours for a week for
Assistant. Yes, that's true. So, sir, how will you, of course, we were talking only about paper 1. Now again, for paper 2, you're teaching 8 hours, right? So that's fine. That comes to 60, right? So in a week. But again, not to forget the credits, total hours, the credits and the total hours. Sir, I'm taking a session now. Can I talk to you after a while? Hello? So sorry, the phone call came from UGC. That's why I had to pick it up. I'm very sorry. So now, you need to calculate. Okay, so you will calculate it maybe for a semester, because ultimately you, in a semester, how many months are there in a semester? It's a semester, there are 6 months, right? There are 6 months. So of the 6 months, how many weeks are you teaching? Okay, you will not be teaching all the 6 months, and I'm sure that instead of 6, you must be teaching only 4, because exams, admissions, then, students activities, they must be having some week for the students, etc., plus the holidays and the weekends. So if you think about it, you're teaching only 4 months. Okay, so that means you are teaching how much? 16 weeks, right? You're teaching 16 weeks. So 16 weeks, you calculate accordingly how many hours are you teaching in 16 weeks. If 1 week is 16 hours, that means 16 weeks, how many hours? And ultimately you will into 2, because annually, okay, you will into it into 2, and then you will get the total. So if you have not taken any leaves or anything, if you have done it 100%, and now if you use the learning management system, blended learning, I'm telling you, it will come even over 100%. So you will grade yourself as what? As good. So anything that is 80% and above, you will grade yourself as good. Then less than 80 but more than 70, satisfactory. If it is less than 70, that means not satisfactory. So for academic level 10 to 11, for academic 10 to 11, your assessment period will depend on your qualification. Your assessment period will depend on what? On your qualifications. So if you have a PhD, you have 4 years in hand. If you have a MPhil, 5. And if you are not, if you are masters, then 6 years, right? But remember that they will not calculate the full 4, 5, 6. They will calculate 3 of the 4, 4 of the 5, and 5 of the 6. So these are awarenesses that probably many teachers don't have, and ultimately you may be misguided. You may be misguided. So that's why you need to know the policy document in detail or comprehensively. Then now again, the second assessment criteria would be whether you are involving yourself in administrative, examination and evaluation, students' co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Are you organizing seminars, conferences, not attending, but I'm saying organizing? Then do you have PhD guidance? Do you have any projects? Do you have any publication? So if you are involved at least in 3 of these activities, then you will mark yourself as good. 1 or 2 activities, you will mark yourself as satisfactory, and not involved in any of the activities, that means not satisfactory. Okay, so number of activities can be within or across the broad categories of activities. So as teachers, we are, doing all these. So obviously, much of the, the points will be over. So why are they taking 4 of the 5? 3 of the 4, sorry, 4 of the 5 and 5 of 6. Because teacher will take some sort of leave. Okay. And because of that, that's why these leave will be excluded from the grading assessment. So 2013 regulation was really tough. 2010 was a little bit, flexible, but 13 was so tough and stressed the teachers because they took the total assessment period. But 2018 regulation now has come down with many of the, the duration. So that's why it is less stress for the teachers. So you must know that any leave that you are taking, it will be excluded from the grading assessment. And of course, it is not our right, but again, we are entitled to leave on demand because of need. It could be a study leave, it could be a medical leave, etc. So the policy clearly mentions that it shall not be put to any disadvantage for your promotion, but subject to the condition that such leave or deputation was undertaken with the prior approval of the competent authority. So again, when it comes to leave, as teachers, you should, be confident that, yes, it is not our right, of course, but we are entitled to it. Then now coming to clause 6.4. Remember clause 6.4? Clause 6.4 is very, very important for all of us for the gas. So now we know that how many levels do we need to pass through? Okay. We need to pass at least 5 levels. That means academic level 10 to academic level 11, academic level 11 to academic level 12, academic level 12 to academic level 13A, and academic level 13A to academic level 14, and probably we can go up to 15 also. That is the highest academic grade pay. Okay. So now you need to know first and foremost what is the duration. Number 1, you need to know the duration. Duration of what? Duration of your assessment period. This is very important. Duration of your assessment period from one level to another. That is number 1 that you need to know. And number 2, what are the requirements? Requirements that you need to fulfill. Requirements that you need to fulfill to move from one academic level to the other. Okay. So when we talk about academic level 10 to 11, okay, academic 10 to 11, again, the duration, when you talk about the duration, it will depend on what? On your qualification. So it depends on what? on your qualification. So with PhD, you have 4 years in hand of assessment period. That's why please impinge it to your brain, assessment period. What is the duration of your assessment period between academic level 10 and 11 with PhD? You have 4 years. And with MPhil or postgraduate in professional courses such as LLM or MTech, etc., you have 5 years in hand. And with PG degree, you have 6 years in hand. Okay. Now, about the training program, institutional duties, we have already spoken just now. Within that assessment period, to get your CAS, that means you have to cross at least above 80 or less than 80, but above than 70 is still acceptable, but less than 70 is not acceptable. Then in the case of administrative, examination, student, etc., at least you have to have 3 to get a good, 1 or 2 to get satisfactory, and not satisfactory means you have not done. So these are critical. Please ensure that these are critical. Clear? I will talk to you about this in the next slide, but let me discuss about this a little bit more. 1 second, just let me, okay. 1 second. I just want to use 1 so that you get a better idea, okay? Let me just open 1 software. Can you see the software? Is it visible?
Yes,
Can you see
ma'am.
Yes,
presentation?
ma'am.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
can you see in front of you?
Yes, ma'am.
What can you
Yes,
see?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Open configuration
The slides,
slides.
the performance,
It's a
right?
presentation tube recorder.
Okay, good. So you can see the presentation tube recorder, okay? So now, let's say you join in the year 2024, okay? And you join, let's say, on the 1st of March, right? So if you have only PG, suppose you have only PG, which year will you go to academic level? Okay, let me write here. We're talking about academic level 10 to 11 because the duration depends on your qualification. So you join on March 1st, 2024 without PG, okay? Let us say without PG. You have only PG. So you will move to academic level 11 when? On
2030.
right? 1st March, right? What if you receive your PhD? Let's say you get your PhD notification. Okay, let's say you get your PhD notification on C. Okay, let me finish this. PG, okay? Now, MPhil will move on which year?
29 after
Thank
5 years.
Yeah. 1st March 2029, right? And PhD, you will move on.
2028.
Thank you. 2028, 1st March, right? Okay. Now, suppose you get your PhD notification before 2028. Do you have to wait up to 2030 or you can get your academic level 11 within 2028? Any idea? Suppose you get your PhD notification. You are doing your PhD. You join in 2024. And let's say in 2026, you receive your PhD. Do you have to wait for 6 years or you can move to academic level 11 in 4 years in 2028?
Ma'am, I
Maybe
move
we have to wait.
after 4 years.
No. You will move in. Suppose you get your PhD notification, let's say on the 28th, okay? Let's say on February 28, 2028. That means you will move to academic level 11 in 2028. This, many of the teachers, they are not aware. That's why they are losing. They are losing. Is it clear to all of you? Clear to
Yes,
all of
ma'am.
you?
Ma'am,
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
kindly repeat. Please pardon.
Repeat, ma'am.
Okay. To move from academic level 10 to 11, okay? If you have a PhD, that means you will move in 4 years. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay?
Yes,
You will
ma'am.
move in 4 years. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
suppose you get your PhD in service. In service. You're getting your PhD in service. Okay. You are getting your PhD on the 28th of February, 2028. You are due for your academic 11 on 2028, 1st March. There is a regulation. I will share it with the organizers and they will give it to you. Okay? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear to all of you? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
what if you get your PhD notification on the 3rd, on March 3rd, 2028? What happens? Will you wait?
We have to wait for 6 years.
No, no. This is the effective date for you to get academic level 11. Is it clear? Clear to all of you?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
is there any
Yes, ma'am.
confusion? Any confusion?
Excuse me,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, you want to say that at the date when you get PhD notification will be the date on which I can move to the level 11.
Yes, provided you have crossed 4 years.
Yes, yes, yes. Right, ma'am. Right.
If it is within 4 years, suppose you join in 2024, you get your notification in 2025, you have to wait 4 years,
Yes.
you will get it in 2028. And if you have jumped the 4 years, any day that you get your PhD notification, that is your effective date of academic level 11.
So
Is
in
it clear?
nutshell, we can say completion of 4 years or the date of PhD notification, whichever is later, will be the date of my
Yes.
move toward level 11.
Yes.
Yes,
Is it
yes. Thank
clear?
you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So likewise for MPhil, if you get your MPhil, of course now MPhil is scrapped, but if there are any teachers who are still doing MPhil, if you receive it on 28th February, okay, just a day before this, that means you will be eligible for academic level 11 on 1st March 2029. Or any date after that, that will be the date of your eligibility. Even if you receive your PhD notification on February 28, 2030, that means instead of waiting for 1st March, 28th February 2030 is your date of eligibility. Clear to all of you?
Ma'am, I have a query, ma'am.
Yes, please go ahead.
Ji.
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose you have defined 3 criteria. One is the person who is in job without PhD,
Yes.
and one who is joined the job with PhD. The person
Yes,
who has
ma'am.
joined the job with PhD, he needs 4 years to qualify for his assessment,
Yes.
next assessment. And the
Yes.
person who is in without PhD, he has joined the job. The day he gets the degree, he will be immediately eligible for that.
Yes, 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 ma'am. I have the regulation and I will share it with you.
Okay, or that does not meet 3, 5, and 6 years criteria. We don't need it. That
No, no, no.
the
Don't
person
get
who has
confused,
joined.
ma'am. Please don't get confused that 356. Please do not get confused. Here, please remember academic level 10 based on duration, 4 for PhD, 5 for MPhil, and 6 for PG. You are getting confused with this map. The three, 4, and 5 comes here. That means of the 4 years that you are serving as PhD holder, these are the measures that will be taken for your teaching instead of the total 4 years. Instead of the total 5 years, they will calculate or measure your primary duties of teaching, administrative, etc. 4 out of 5 if you have an MPhil and 5 out of 6. I hope this is clear to all of you because I don't want you to get confused.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
And not to get confused with what I spoke here. That is measuring. Of the total of 4, they will measure only 3 with PhD. Of the total of 5 with MPhil, they will measure 4 years. For what? For your primary duties of teaching, examination, administrative. But when I talk about having a PhD degree, you will move in 4 years. But if you get your PhD within the 4 years, you are eligible to move within 4 years to your academic level 11. And any date after the 4th year, that will be your date of eligibility for academic level 11. I hope it's clear to all of you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So can we have a tea now? Can we have a tea break now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So what time will you come back? Please let me know. What time will you come back? Tell me.
After 10 minutes, ma'am, we can take a break of 10 minutes.
Okay.
And please tell from your side, ma'am, how much time you want to take, ma'am, and we will
For,
assemble
for
at that
me,
time.
for me, no issues. For me, no issues. But I want to ask my teachers, oh, how much time do you want?
I'm at 11:50, means 15 minutes.
Okay, 11:50. Okay, that's fine with me. Is it all right with ma'am, organizer?
जी मैम बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मैम
अच्छा
as
ठीक
the
है.
participants like ma'am.
Excuse me,
And
ma'am.
lecture is going
Yes.
very good ma'am, very nice lecture.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes,
excuse me.
yes,
I have a query.
yes.
Would you like
Dr.
to take
Iqbal?
the query before the tea break or after the tea break?
No issues. You can go ahead. I'll just pour my tea. You go ahead. You go ahead with the query.
Okay, ma'am, you were talking about
The skill in the soft. You will need to have the skill in software for analysis. So are you innovative enough to teach them data analysis, brainstorming, storytelling, then what else? Problem based, then solution based, then simulations, all these. Are you using those different types of pedagogies? Clear? Then can you come up with new curricula as one ma'am had mentioned? Additional teaching. Suppose I want to teach something extra which is not there. You can come up. Okay. Then I have spoken in detail about MOOCs. So now I hope you are clear with what is MOOCs and what is e-content. Okay, I'll show you more later. What is the difference between MOOCs and e-content? Because see, ultimately, when you speak about, e-content development and MOOCs, how can you share? How can you share your content? How can you share your content? Okay, so you can share your content in Swayam MOOCs. Okay, you can share your content in Swayam Prabha. Have you heard of Swayam Prabha? You can share your content in ePG Pathshala. So when we talk about MOOCs, that means the 4 quadrant. What do you have? Video, audio, then reading material, then assessment, okay, and discussion forum. Whereas when you share in Swayamprabha also, it will include video, audio, and reading material. If you share in EPG Patshala, there is no video, audio, simply these. Simply reading material and assessment. So this is the difference between MOOCs and e-content development. Clear? Then research guidance, go through it. Then again project, how much points you get for more than 10 lakh, less than 10 lakhs. Then completed and ongoing. Then patents, then contribution to policy document, then awards and fellowship. Then you have what? The last, so there are 6 subcategories. Invited lecture, resource persons, paper presentation, etc., etc., etc. So you go through. At the international where you attend abroad, how much? With the state, how much? Okay. So we were talking about impact factors. Without 5 or without impact factor journal, you can add getting 7 plus 10 is equal to how much? 17. Those are getting 3 plus 10, they're getting how much? 13. So you keep on increasing, right? So I have spoken about 2 authors, 70% versus 30%. Okay. Then joint project also 50% each. So for a project, more than 10 lakhs, 10. So you will get 5 each. So now you have 6 categories. So you can try to earn points from these 6 categories. But for the last category, okay, 5B, policy document and 6, there is a ceiling or capping of 30%. So out of 110, please calculate for me 30% from 5 and B is how much? Capping. 30% of 110 will come to how much? Please calculate for me.
33, ma'am.
Ma'am, around 32, 33.
33.
32, 33. So you cannot get more than 32 or 33 from these two. Clear? So now, this is not required for you now because it was the bottleneck between 2013 and 2018. Then MMTTCs, before, we had the departments running programs under PMMN, MMTT, Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, National Mission for Teacher and Training. But now all these are merged with MMTTCs. Earlier there were only 66. Now with merging, it has come to around 150, if I'm not mistaken, centers across the country. So that is the end of what I discussed. And I always like to take verses from the Bible. It says, do not muzzle the ox while it is treading out the grain. So I hope your authorities will not be a barrier to us teachers who wants to richly contribute, and every worker deserves his wages. So please provide all your evidences, because we know that we all deserves our wages, whether we have evidence through the learning management system, evidence through, evidence through biometrics, etc. Clear? So I have another 15 minutes left. So I just want to show you how can you create a blended mode of teaching and learning. So we have this Moodle site, that is Moodle, MMTTP Moodle HRDC. See, we are providing all the requirements to our teachers. Okay. See, test. Of course, for the NEP, OSP, we have only tests, but if I show you my FIPs, you'll see so much of activities I give to my, I think I should open that because I want to show you something. Wait 1 second, huh? See, I want to show you how we discuss and and provide things. Let me show you the assignment. Okay, CE content creation. Okay, let me show you. So let me show you at least this one, huh? So see, these have all these annotations here. Okay, it has all the annotations here. So let me show you. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me take another one. See, what I want to show you is that after I have annotated, okay, after I have annotated, see, there are two files here. One is the unannotated file and another one is the annotated file. So whatever I annotate here, say for example, let's say this one, okay? I've already annotated, but probably this group has again resubmitted. So what I can do is that I can correct, okay? So here it says major or core, okay? Then 16 weeks, okay? Then discipline is mathematics. So if it is 16 weeks, will it tally with the 4 credit points or not? Right? I know that. Okay, this is for undergraduate. Clear? So I annotate, whatever I annotate, ultimately it will be saved here. So this participant can download and check. And I even give my comments here. Okay? I even give my comments. Then when we have the seminar, that is the time when we have the peer learning. Okay, when we have the peer learning. Wait, just let me check another one. Okay, let me check this one. Okay, see here itself, I can give the comments. Okay, I think that person maybe has uploaded a new one, so that's why there was some problem. So you see, so much of annotations I have done. See, if there's something which is not correct, I put the sign here and then I give the comments there also. So is using learning management system going to help you or not? And see, everything is recorded. If you go to the log, that means it will be recorded. Everything. Is this going to help you or not?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it going to?
Yeah, surely
Definitely,
it will
ma'am.
help us. Yes, yes, surely.
Yes, ma'am, very much.
Okay, so now let me come here and just show you a little bit. See, we give them video sessions also. So till now, our participants can still go through these videos. Let me just show you how to create a blended thing. So let me write here. Suppose I'm teaching on DNA replication. Of course, this takes a lot of time to build the skill. So now how quickly I can add all the information to the students. Okay, so I write here, this is on DNA replication. Okay, that is the thing. So I leave everything for now. With time, like you can skill and then, so see here. Okay, now, okay, so this is the name of the chapter. So I can add the content here. Let me take the content from here. Let me take the content from here. Okay, just let me take a small one, huh? So I will start with objectives, okay, etc. Let me take a small one. So I click here, right? Remember? So this is my reading material I've given to the students. So I click here, save changes. The next I add. This will be a sub-chapter, okay? Sub-chapter 2, I want to add a video, right? So what I can do is that I can paste the link here, okay? So let's say I just write here video. Then I browse repository, choose file. Okay, so see the video is there. I open and I'll upload. Okay, it will take some time. I have another 5 minutes. Please bear with me, huh? I hope this has been helpful to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Definitely,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It's taking some time, so
Ma'am,
doesn't
I
matter.
had a query. Can I ask you in the meantime?
Yes, please ask.
Ma'am, we were discussing about the points given to teachers for their translation work and all. I was wondering, I am from English, and if I have translated books,
Okay.
poetry books from another language into English, would I be given credit for it?
Okay.
I mean,
But you
if
have
I
to
have,
show your expertise.
ma'am, I am from English literature field. I have done my MPhil in English.
Okay, but what was the other language that you translated?
I translated from Punjabi into English.
Okay, Punjabi to English, right? See,
Yeah.
ultimately, I also know Khasi. I also know Khasi. But then ultimately, I don't have a degree in Khasi. And probably it's the same with you. Unless you do some certification course, on thing, you know, probably you have done some certification course on
Ma'am,
Punjabi.
ma'am,
Then only you can do it.
we've qualified Punjabi till standard 10. So that is our proficiency
No,
level.
even me. But then it would still be better if you know if you knew somebody from that field.
Mm-hmm. So, ma'am, it would not be considered?
Okay, it would still be. You try to check with the experts who come for your, for your CAS, but then ultimately in future, I'm telling you in future,
Okay, ma'am.
try to
Yeah.
work with somebody who's an expert in the field.
Okay. So I take them as a co-author, co-translator, or I mean.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
So in the meantime, while it's loading, let me show you. How did I get that video? That video, I use AI. Okay, I use AI. So here, this is LM Notebook. You will see it in your Gmail. Okay, so I have pasted my content here, and this LM Notebook AI, it created for me these important points. So these important points, if you can, if you can add it in your learning management system as a flipped classroom, that means your student will be able to, it's done. Your students will be able to know what you're going to teach. Okay, so let me just add here again another one which I've taken from there. So I'll just pass, okay? So I can move this up. So here I'm giving the objectives. What are the expected learning outcome? Then I'm giving the content to my student. Okay, I'm giving the content to my student. That is the learning objectives, etc. Then I'm giving the content as a flipped classroom. Then next, I'm giving what? I'm also giving the video. Right. Where did I get this video from? Again, this video, I got it from here. I got it from here itself. All these, see, with the click of the button. Now we're talking about student diversity. We may have students who are visually impaired. So in their case, the video will not help. So what I prepare an audio. So this audio also I can add here. I can add here. Okay. Now I create a link. And suppose if the students don't like this, I can create my own background with so many AI tools. Okay, I can create a number of backgrounds with, with my own voice. So where's that audio here? Okay. So let it think. And ultimately, this content that you're creating every day gradually, what you can do is that you can go to Vidya Mitra. Note this down. vidyamitra.influnet.ac. What you can do is that upload content, contribute your content. What you're doing in the classroom, upload, contribute. And if it is, not usable also, you can improve. So all these are your evidences of e-content creation. Ma'am asked, no, what is the evidence? I think Ma'am Ujala, you asked me, no, what is the evidence, no? Ma'am?
Yeah, I actually asked about framing MOOC courses, developing MOOC courses.
So this is the evidence that you are contributing to e-content. And from here, it will be used for EPG Pachala. It will be used for Swayam Prabha. And then try to, record video recordings for each of your content. Try to record, video recordings for each content. Even though you have taken the help of AI, try to use it with your own voice. In 5 years, you become a MOOCs teacher beyond the four walls of your classroom. So I know you all are tired. It's not easy to listen to one person for 3 hours, but I hope all these have helped you. So,
ma'am, it's quite interesting, ma'am, knowledgeable also. We are not tired. We are just wanted to listen more and more from you, ma'am.
Thank you. So see,
Comment
I
from
made
my
this
side,
quiz.
ma'am. This is the topic that we are touching upon today. Actually, they need more attention. So I think 3 hours are not enough. For example, you talked about Vidya Mitra, so that needs a special session, I think. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you,
These
ma'am.
are very dense topics. Actually, I'm traveling and I'm speaking. That's why I thought probably I'm not audible. Uh, this needs more attention, especially this one. The way you are teaching, no? You need to take topics from this repository and frame it there. That needs, I think, more explanation. For example, I didn't get this part actually. The Vidya Mitra point, yes.
Okay, I'll talk about it again.
I didn't get it clearly, yes.
Okay, I'll talk about it. Okay, so now see, you can create an audio for students who are visually impaired with the same content. Create a video for students who are, having hearing impaired. Then you can also have mind maps, reports, flashcards. Flashcards is also very interesting. Look at the flashcard. That will make your student love your classroom and interact. See, all these you can carry to your Moodle. Okay, see? Oh, sorry, C answer. You saw? See, immediately, flashcards. So, of course, I'm telling you that teacher is at the helm. We are the most powerful people, not AI. AI will also give you incorrect answers. So always fact check of what AI is giving you. Of course, here it is correct. Clear? So try to use AI as much as you can. And if you look at Notebook LM, Notebook LM is again, like, since it is Google, slightly, much safer. But again, when you use these, try to, ensure that you use another Gmail account. See, I compared between Notebook LM and Chat GPT. Okay, where I used to take sessions on student diversity. So ChatGPT is giving me a much better idea on how I can conduct my class if there are students with special need. But again, I realize that these will be helping for the entire classes. These will be helping. And if it is a practice, that means anytime there is a student with special need, I have already addressed, because I'm practicing it for students with special need. And look at the rubrics. I asked ChatGPT to help me with the rubrics, and see, beautifully it has created for me the rubrics. So this is how you can assess your students also. Clear? So there are many AI tools, and I cannot speak about all of them at the moment. Now, if you look at mind map also, it's interesting. See, mind map is also interesting. It's giving you instantly. So see, we are raising with time with NEP 2020. But ultimately, if we take the assistance and the support of the AI tool, then much of our work will be helped. And at the same time, uh, you are creating a great learning environment. So I will stop here, and I will share all my content with the organizers. I'll send it by email. Okay, I'll share it. And if you want it here also, I can, but sometimes, it doesn't. I want to give you, let me check if.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for this fruitful lecture. I think it is fruitful for all the participants because they are the new appointed teachers in their institutions. Are you listening me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm hearing you. I can hear you, ma'am.
Ma'am, in the हाँ जी ma'am.
I beg your
Yes,
pardon?
ma'am. My name is Dr. Sangeeta Gupta. I am the course coordinator from MMTTC BPS Kanpur, ma'am. My subject is physics.
Okay.
And I have 25 years of teaching experience, ma'am.
Okay. Nice to meet you, ma'am.
Me too, ma'am. I'm feeling so glad to have you with us today. And all the participants, I think, are the newly selected faculty members, so they must be highly benefited with this lecture. Ma'am, as you mentioned in the first slide, this is the UGC Rules and Regulation 2018.
Yes.
After 2018, is there any change in the rules for
No.
the CAS?
No.
Because I got a file in April 23 for the change of some rules. We get the notifications in our college in 2023, and there are 2 and 3 points where maybe the change is there,
No.
ma'am.
No. So far, nothing new has come. So far, nothing new has come, ma'am. But I'm
Okay.
telling you that with the NEP 2020,
Yes.
something new will come, but that was only the draft. That was only the draft. It is
Okay,
not
ji.
yet gazetted. Not yet gazetted,
Okay.
so you have to wait. We have to wait, ma'am. Okay, so I've shared
Okay.
my zip file there, API QK. Is it opening? Just try. Is it opening or not? Can you download it?
Where, ma'am? Where you shared the
In the
drive,
chat.
ma'am?
In the chat. In the chat.
In the chat.
Yes.
So,
13.05. 13.05. That is the time.
Isha ji, please check in your chat box and tell me about this. Isha Narang ji. Isha
Yes,
ji,
ma'am.
are you
Yes,
listening
ma'am.
me?
Give me 2 minutes, please. 'Yes.
Okay,
Ma'am,
okay.
yes, we can download the file.
You could download.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's great then. I'm happy, but I will still send it to ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am, it
But
is
I'm just
downloadable.
scared. I'm just scared whether I kept the
Please download
MCQs
it.
there. I don't know whether I kept the
Ma'am,
MCQs.
please send it to me in the WhatsApp because there may be some
Yes,
participants who may have the low bandwidth network bandwidth this
yes,
time. So please share me in the WhatsApp too.
yes. I'll
And
share the WhatsApp and I'll send it to Ma'am Shafali also through mail. Okay. And
okay,
even
ma'am.
the
Okay,
MCQs
that
also
will
I'll
be
share.
nice, ma'am.
Okay.
So
But I'm very happy with this group because they're so interactive. But let me tell you,
they are interactive and intelligent too, ma'am. And one thing you should notice, there are the women's power too in this group. We have the majority of women and the interactive women. So these women are very much active in participating, in listening, in giving the feedback, in making the questions, and they all are good in every respect, ma'am. We can
yes,
say
yes.
that.
No, but even our male teachers also interacted, okay? But I believe in, equity, I believe in equality. So, I care for both. It should
So,
help both of
ma'am,
them.
I would like to invite Isha ji, Anita ji, and Ujala ji for some feedback to our ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you so very much for the very lucid and diligently prepared your slides and your input. I am sure all of us have benefited a lot from this because we are new to the profession. Not new to the profession, but we are new to our government jobs where we require this courses. Thank you so very much, ma'am. I hope all of us have benefited from it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your active interaction too.
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
ma'am.
Roja ji, do you also want to present some feedback? Roja ji, please unmute yourself first.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
No, this is Sangeeta, ma'am. Actually, I have mentioned Pooja Sharma for the feedback.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Shall I proceed with the thing? Personally, I would like to thank. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, Harvali ma'am, thank you so much for your highly informative presentation. And I speak on behalf of everyone here that we really benefited from your sessions. It was truly informative, and we are really going to work hard for our promotion now. And now I would like to mention that the report for this session will be prepared by Dr. Gaurang Rami. And for the feedback and vote of thanks, I would like to call upon Pooja Sharma, Bhanu Teja, and V. Tejasvi to kindly do the honors. If anyone else
Okay,
would like
ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. I am Pooja Sharma
Thank
from
you.
Computer Department, DAV College, Abohar. I would like to express my sincere appreciation for the insightful session conducted by you, ma'am. Your presentation was clear, informative, and well structured. You explained the criteria of promotion in detailed and systematic manner, making it easy for us to understand the different requirements and procedures involved. The examples you provided were practical and helpful for clarifying several doubts related to the promotion process. Your ability to break down complex guidelines into simple, understandable points was very especially helpful for us. This session was highly beneficial and it has given us better understanding of how to plan and progress in our professional career. Very thank you, ma'am, for this valuable and informative session. Very thank you.
Thank you, ma'am Pooja Sharma. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon,
Thank you,
good
ma'am. Really,
afternoon,
your
ma'am.
session is very.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tejasvi from Vijaya College of Pharmacy, and I would like to sincerely thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us such an insightful session on the UGC regulations, ma'am. And you have explained everything like from workload, evaluation duties to the research activities and promotion criteria in a very simple and understandable manner. And what I like the most, like how ma'am connected these regulations with our day-to-day teaching life, and whether it is an exam conduction or paper evaluation, mentoring students, participating in research, or improving our personality as teachers. She showed us all how these activities have contributed in our academic growth under these UGC norms. And your explanation of assessment methodology and API documentation was especially useful because many of us are struggling with what counts and what does not. And after today, also, we have a much clear idea of how to plan our academic profile. So you have also highlighted the promotions are not just about the scores, and they have reflected our dedications to teaching, research, and institutional development. So which was very motivating, ma'am. So on behalf of all the participants, also I would like to thank ma'am and our organizers for arranging this valuable session. And it has definitely giving us a clarity and a confidence to work more efficiently and professionally. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for all your kind words.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, can we have your email ID, ma'am?
Oh yes, I'll give you 1 second, huh?
I shall send in the group, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. But
I have the email ID and phone number of ma'am, and I will share to every participant
Okay,
if
ma'am.
the
Thank
ma'am
you so
agrees.
much.
Thank you so much,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I'll just give you also, no issues.
Okay, that is fine, ma'am.
I've given there when underscore is written there.
Yes, ma'am, we got it.
Thank you. So can I leave now, ma'am?
Ji, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So wish you all the best, okay? I wish all
Thank
of you all
you,
the
ma'am.
best in
Thank
your
you.
future.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
let us be proud teachers, both online, offline, and everywhere, okay? So thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
So तेजस्वी क्या नाम है उनका जो लास्ट में आए थे कुल तेजस्वी जी. You make a very good presentation of feedback. You give a feedback full of the information you get from the ma'am.
Yes,
And
ma'am. Actually, I was
it is very
like she
nice,
was
ma'am.
giving you the introduction and all. I was noting down the points also, ma'am, because we are also in a teaching profession and everything was required for us also. It's a very useful session, ma'am.
It was a must required lecture for all the new faculty members because we required it in every 5 years when there is after first selection grade is after 4 years, and then after 5 years, and then after 3 years, and then after 3 years. So we required that all data and see how to fill the API. So all the best to you, to you all for your API, your selection. Great,
Thank you
all
so
the
much,
best,
ma'am.
and prepare your file accordingly. And now we are going to take a break, lunch break. So we will assemble again at 2 p.m. for Dr. Rishabh's lecture.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
What time should we give?